Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, where poetry meets history and a thought for the day thrown in. Well, on this day in 1883, the Lebanese poet, painter and mystic writer Khalil Gibran was born. He was a Maronite Christian, and he believed actually in universal spirituality and was influenced by Islamic, Jewish and Baha'i thinking. And I really like that. I think that Khalil Gibran would have been disappointed when he got to heaven, if he discovered that only Christians were there, that God is more universal perhaps than some people like to think, and that universal spirituality is something we should all embrace, and I certainly feel that. Well, Gibran's family moved to Boston in the United States when he was a child. And although he never became a US citizen, his writing has been very influential, especially his book, The Prophet, been influential worldwide. He had admirers as diverse as Carl Jung and Elvis Presley, who carried his books with him. Gibran, his own life was actually not quite as tranquil as his writings imply. He was sadly a gambler and an alcoholic, and he died at the early age of 48. Partly from cancer and partly from cirrhosis of the liver brought on by alcoholism. Nevertheless, he remains the third most widely read author of all time. And I'm going to read a part of one of his poems, which is simply entitled God. I like this. I hope you do. And after 1,000 years, I climbed the holy mountain and spoke unto God again, saying, Father, I am thy son. In pity and love thou hast given me birth, and through love and worship I shall inherit thy kingdom. And God made no answer, and like the mist that veils the distant hills, he passed away. And after 1,000 years, I climbed the sacred mountain and again spoke unto God, saying, My God, my aim and my fulfillment, I am thy yesterday, and thou art my tomorrow. I am thy root in the earth, and thou art my flower in the sky, and together we grow before the face of the sun. Then God leaned over me, and in my ears whispered words of sweetness, and even as the sea that enfoldeth a brook that runneth down to her, he enfolded me. And when I descended to the valleys and the plains, God was there also. I find that a very beautiful bit of writing, and he was certainly, Khalil Gibran was a human and a very gifted writer, I think. Today I'll reflect on the universal spirituality of people, whatever religion they may choose to follow. Thanks for listening.